Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Scorpio. And just keep in mind that this won't resonate with every Scorpio, so if it's not resonating, make sure to check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And let's get into it. So we're going to see what Spirit wants you to hear about your current situation. And we're going to start with this deck, and then we'll get some tarot. So Spirit, what does Scorpio need to hear about their current situation, including what's coming towards them? All right, let's have a look. What does Scorpio need to hear? We have prepare. Oh my. And actually, I'm not going to lie, when I was shuffling, I saw a few different cards. I saw someone wanting to be official with you. I saw the fame card, someone making their intentions known or truth, someone coming towards you with truth. And now we have prepare, get ready. So it does feel like there is something coming towards you. For some of you, side note, you could be focused on your fame, or you could be focused on your career right now. Social media could also be significant. And we have financial focus, new income. So you could be ready, you could be getting ready to, put yourself out on social media. It also looks like you could be experiencing an increase in followers if you're on social media, or even wealth when it comes to your career. This is a love reading, but I needed to mention it. And we have obstacles, so it feels like you are overcoming certain obstacles when it comes to love, career, and money, I'm hearing. Spirit, this is a love reading. So what does Scorpio need to hear? What does Scorpio need to hear? We have yin and yang, so it feels like there are things coming into balance for you. You could be a counterpart, you could be dealing with like divine feminine, divine masculine, balance, harmony, duality, and we have reset, start over, try again, back to basics. So I'm not quite sure why career is coming through so heavily, but you could be planning for your future. You could be planning on starting a new career. And I think whatever that career is, I promise I won't talk too much about this, but I feel like whatever it is that you're planning on, like if you're planning on starting a new career, I feel like it could lead to an increase in wealth. It did say new income, and we had that social media card. But anyway, back to the love situation. We do have something that was out of balance coming into balance, and we have reset, start over, try again, back to basics. So it feels like either this has already happened, you and someone else have come together and you're starting like clean slate, back to basics, getting to know each other again, or that's what's coming. It says this month, within weeks, so this is coming in very quickly if it hasn't already. We have authentic. So especially if you're a twin flame, you could be in a situation where you and this person came together, you were the unhealed versions of yourself, and now you're coming back together, and it's like getting to know each other all over again, coming back together as the higher versions of yourself, I'm hearing. So we have like a reset here. Maybe this comes in during Mercury in retrograde. One thing about Mercury in retrograde is things that are unfinished come back up for reevaluation. So you and this person that you're connected to could be reevaluating the situation. It's going to be very important for you to be your authentic self and speak your authentic truth. And actually, it's reminding me, I listened to, I think his name is John Moyer. I listen to John Moyer meditations when I'm sleeping. And one of the ones that I listen to is about divine feminine energy. And one of the traits of divine feminine energy is actually speaking your authentic truth and not being afraid of, someone rejecting you or running away from you. You speak your truth. But anyway, it feels like this is coming in quite quickly for you. Maybe the 1st of August. What else do we need to hear? Yeah, we have a breakthrough. So there's definitely, that's like Ace of Swords energy. So there's a breakthrough coming when it comes to, like I said, I was hearing your career and your love life. We have unhealed. So someone here who was unhealed has had a breakthrough. And yeah, exactly, Spirit, exactly. Didn't I say that you and this person came together as the unhealed versions of yourself? And now that you're both healing, it's created this breakthrough. You could have had your breakthrough a while ago. I feel like whoever you're connected to has recently had a breakthrough about some of the things that are unhealed about them. And like I said, it's like the two of you coming back together to talk in a more authentic healed versions of yourself. So remember, be authentic. It's very important to be authentic and to speak your truth is what I'm hearing. All right, so someone who you were dealing with that was, who was still unhealed has had a breakthrough, Ace of Swords. They've had an epiphany. They have a new understanding of how they were showing up as an unhealed version of themselves, and they want to communicate about this with you. And I feel like you probably already had a breakthrough about some of your own unhealed things. And the fact that both of you, I'm hearing, have been working on these unhealed wounds, that's why this is coming back up for reevaluation. For some reason, I'm seeing a parole board. I'm seeing your spirit guides, like parole board type of situation, like reevaluation, looking at your soul contracts anyway. Let's keep going. We have alluring. So you could be in Empress energy right now. Enticing, irresistible, enchanting. Wealth, confirmation. So you definitely do have an increase in wealth coming. I like that for you because things are crazy expensive right now. I do not know. I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but I don't know how people afford to eat nowadays. I really don't. It's depressing. So we have wealth, new income, building wealth. Love it. It's looking up. It's looking up for Scorpio. And maybe you've been feeling pretty uninspired about your finances recently, or even this connection. But you are attracting this in. Somebody finds you alluring. Somebody finds you magnetic right now. Love it. Things are looking up. What else do we need to know for Scorpio? So we have an energetic, yes, everything I was hearing. We have an energetic shift, changes, energetic shifts. Beautiful. I'm seeing the 8 of Wands. We have deep conversation. So there's a deep conversation coming between you and this person. Like I said, be authentic. Don't hold back. Speak your truth. Very important. I feel like this person is, especially with this alluring card, I feel like this person is going to communicate that nobody compares to you. We have over a month within a year coming out with fame. So I want to say something about these two cards. If you're here for love, just fast forward through this part. But if you have recently, even if you haven't recently, if you have an online presence and you've been feeling, uninspired about it, or you're not getting as many subscribers as you want, things like that. It says over a month within a year, going viral. So I feel like if you are thinking about putting yourself out there, especially when it comes to your soul purpose, I feel like over a month within a year, you could potentially go viral. Another thing was that authentic card. So as long as you, and I talk about this sometimes when I talk about, going after your mission, don't create things that you think people want to see, or, copying other people. Make that content from an authentic place with your authentic voice. Be your authentic self, so the people that are meant to find you can find you. They won't find you if you're pretending to be someone else, or if you're hiding behind a mask. Okay, so I just wanted to mention it. For some of you, this person that you're dealing with, it may have been over a month or a year since you've heard from them. Maybe it took them that long to have their breakthrough, but energetic shift and fame. So I'm actually going to put fame on the bottom. Oh, look, authentic. Be your authentic self when it comes to love and this person and this deep conversation. You've both been through an energetic shift, so speak from an authentic place. But also, if you're thinking about, if you have an online presence, or you are thinking about putting yourself out there, speak from an authentic place. Makes me think of the Nightingale in the Animal card deck. And I'm seeing an increase in wealth and fame over a month within a year. Love it. Love it for you. And there's that card again, this week within weeks. So I feel like, if you've been, I don't know why this is coming through so strongly, but if you've been on the fence about putting yourself out there, maybe you've been waiting for the time where you feel ready to start your own YouTube channel, for example. A lot of the time we're never going to feel ready. And I always say you can grow as you go. So if you've been on the fence about starting your own YouTube channel or whatever it is, I feel like you should, I can't tell you what to do, but I feel like this is a sign that this month you should prioritize doing that. I feel like it's a sign from spirit. And like I said, don't worry about, you don't have to know everything. You don't have to be an expert. You just have to start somewhere and grow as you go. I also feel like this is connected to this communication coming in this month within weeks. We also have stubborn. So for some of you, maybe you've been stubborn about putting yourself out there. For your person, maybe they've been stubborn about communicating with you. Those two things could be connected energetically, especially if you are divine feminine, divine masculine. Anyway, this is getting deep quickly. So let's get you some tarot. And actually, I wanted to use Everyday Witch Tarot for you because I've been seeing zodiac things, and they if you were a cat, what zodiac would you be if you were a cat? And then they show these cat videos, and they always make Scorpio the witch, maybe because Scorpio is around Halloween. Anyway, today I felt called to use the Everyday Witch Tarot for you. And look at what's on the bottom. We have the Ace of Swords and we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is long-term stability, wealth. It's also, communication leading to long-term stability. And we did see that card asking to be official. How interesting. So let's get it. This is supposed to be about love, though, Spirit. Let's get back on track. So let's see what we're dealing with here. I don't know why career is coming through so strongly for you, but it is. So we have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups does symbolize, like, it can symbolize going after your dreams, believing in the impossible is what I'm hearing. It can also be an offer of love, a small offer of love, an apology, new perspectives, and we have the Moon. I don't know, I keep hearing something about, the Page of Cups can also talk about, I'm hearing a few things here. I just can't, this career thing won't leave. The Page of Cups can symbolize working towards like a spiritual endeavor. And then with the Moon, divine feminine. So you could definitely be a divine feminine who's looking to embrace your mission. The other thing I was hearing is the Page of Cups is connected to the inner child, and the Moon is connected to shadow work. So it's very possible that this connection triggered like inner childhood healing that needed to be done with this unhealed. All right, so let's just, this career thing is not going away. So let's look at your current energy, Scorpio. Let's look at your current energy. You could be, yes, yes, Queen of Wands, yes. I'm telling you, you could be very, you could already be shining your light online. Queen of Wands to me is connected to creativity, very connected to, you know, to me, shining your light. We have the Sun on the bottom. So your current energy, you could be, I know I sound like a broken record, but you could be feeling very called to share your light with others, to help others heal. And I'm here for it. You can do it. If you need a pep talk, I will give you a pep talk. I ignored my intuition for far too long. And then once I took that leap of faith, I was like, why did I wait so long? So I'll give you a pep talk if you need one. But Queen of Wands, very magnetic, alluring, very magnetic, attracting a lot of attention, shining very brightly. Shine that light so your people can find you is what I'm hearing. It's also the energy of like confidence. So you could be going through a glow up, or you could be really focused on your confidence right now. Because I also don't want to leave out the people who aren't like thinking about going online and starting their mission and things like that. You also don't have to, I'm getting major light worker energy, I'm not going to lie. You also don't have to do that online. You can shine your light in like other ways than being online. But Queen of Wands, focusing on your confidence, focusing on your glow up. Love it. Maybe focusing on your creativity. I love it. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's get you one more. One more for Scorpio. You went all the way on the floor. I think that's the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. So you are making adjustments. The wheel is about to turn. Come on. The wheel is about to turn in your favor. Wheel of Fortune energy. We have fixed signs. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius with the Wheel of Fortune. You could also be thinking about your destiny, right? Your mission is what I'm hearing. But making adjustments, trusting in divine timing. That wheel is about to spin in your favor. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. So for some of you, like I said, I was hearing, you could have been investing in something and you're still waiting to see the results of that investment, whether that is this online presence that I'm seeing, your mission, or even this person. I don't know. It's really interesting, the energy that's coming through, because it's almost like you're not focused on this person. Like, I'm more focused. I'm getting more downloads about career and creativity. And that could be you right now. Like, you could be more focused on that than even thinking about this person. But for those of you who are not in that energy, it does feel like you are hoping that this wheel turns in your favor. You could be waiting to hear from this person with the Seven of Pentacles, like waiting to see the fruits of your labor, waiting to see what happens now that you've been working on healing yourself and you've been focused on self-love and focused on your glow up. I am getting the energy that you could be waiting to hear from this person, possibly a situation that feels very stuck and stagnant. And for some of you, I apologize if you are not in this energy, but for some reason it keeps coming through. The Two of Swords can talk about making decisions. So for some of you, there could be a decision when it comes to your career. I also apologize for the power tools outside. It's across the street. I can't do anything about it. So let's see your person's energy. I just had a really weird vision in my head of, I guess you can call it a download. I just had a really weird vision of, in my head, I was seeing you, whoever you are, standing in the kitchen and you're boiling water, but you're so busy doing other things. Like you're not watching the pot, waiting for it to boil. You're doing all of these other things, and that pot is boiling rapidly. And it's like you don't even notice because you're so focused on other things. That's kind of what I was seeing when it comes to this person and you. But anyway, we have the Hierophant, very interesting. So your person is going through spiritual growth, spiritual ascension. They could be having a new perspective on how they feel about commitment. For some of you, I don't see anything about a third party here. And this technically doesn't mean third party energy, but the fact that we have, sometimes to me, the Hierophant and the Eight of Swords can symbolize someone who feels trapped in a marriage. And I'm not talking about a marriage with you. I'm talking about with someone else. So you could be connected to someone who is married. For some of you, no judgment from me, and nobody else should be judging you either. So I'm just getting a very small message that this person could be releasing themselves, following their intuition, releasing themselves from that marriage, following their heart, their intuition, which clearly is it's you. Nobody compares to you. Incomparable. If that's not your message, just don't take it. The thing I'm seeing here is someone is releasing limiting beliefs about commitment. Someone is healing the trauma that's kept them stuck, which is what I was hearing here. So trauma does keep us stuck. Trauma keeps us from moving forward until we heal it. This person could even be getting guidance on how to free themselves from some of that trauma. Like they could have a counselor or like a therapist helping them. Queen of Cups, this person is definitely tapping into their intuition and their healing. And I'm hearing like two, spiritual growth, spiritual ascension. We have Taurus and water energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They're also gaining a new perspective, I feel, on you. So you could have been someone who was very committed to this person. You could have been someone who put in a lot of effort. I feel like they are seeing a new perspective of you. And there's also this energy with the Eight of Swords that they feel like they need to take control of this situation. All right, let's see how you're feeling about them. How are you feeling about them? We have the Magician. So I'm also Knight of Pentacles. They're taking forever. The other thing I want to mention is this Wheel of Fortune is actually, the wheel is on that house. So right now I feel like you're more focused on your home and your stability. You see, it's not on that love or that ring. So it feels like you're more focused on your home, your stability, than this person. So we have the Magician and the Eight of Pentacles for how you feel about this person. So very clear messages coming through. Magician, I do feel like you feel a soul connection with this person. The Magician is Gemini and Virgo. You could be manifesting a renewal with this person or commitment with this person. What's really interesting to me is that I keep hearing, like, I keep seeing you not focused on this person, but you're focused on your hobbies or honing your skills. And that's kind of what it feels like with this energy that I'm seeing here. Like, you feel like, well, this person's taking a while, because this is how you feel about them. They're taking a while, so I'm just going to focus on my magic. I'm going to focus on my skills, you know, especially with the Magician. Instead of waiting for them. So I do feel like you're hoping for communication, but that this person is taking a while to communicate with you. So maybe it's been a while since you've heard from them. All right, let's see how they're feeling about you. How are they feeling about you? Ace of Pentacles. So they want to come. Page of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. So they do want to come. They haven't let you go. They haven't been able to let go of your energy. They do see the potential of a new beginning here with you, wanting a fresh start, just like this card says, wanting to start back at basics, build something from the ground up. Ace of Pentacles. They do see the potential of having stability with you. The Page of Swords, they could be watching you online. You know, if you weren't resonating with that message about being online or like building an online business or something, it could just be that this person is watching you online. But Page of Swords, this person wants to send a message. They do want to start a conversation here with the Page of Swords. And, you know, they're curious. I feel like they're curious if you even want a new beginning with them. Let's get another one for how they're feeling about you. How are they feeling about you? How are they feeling about you? We've got the Five of Pentacles in the upright. Oh, this person could be fearing rejection. Remember I said that with the Page of Swords, like they could be wondering if you're even interested. For how they feel about you with the Five of Pentacles, they're feeling very left out in the cold. They're feeling, you know, I don't want to say abandoned, but kind of. They're feeling left out in the cold. They could have also rejected you or abandoned you here. I'm hearing something about healing abandonment wounds. So this person could have had abandonment wounds. They could have, you know, left you before you could leave them. There's also like a fear of rejection here with the Five of Pentacles. So you see this image for how this person feels about you. They want to come home. They want to overcome these obstacles and come back, come in out of the cold. But they could be fearing that you're going to reject them, which is kind of what I was hearing with the Page of Swords. Especially if you don't seem interested in them at all. Like if you are working on other things. One more. How is this person feeling about you? How is this person feeling about you? Knight of Swords. So they could have, this person, Five of Wands in reverse. So this person, I feel like for how they feel about you, I'm not sure who walked away from this connection. We have the Eight of Cups on the bottom, so they could feel like you're moving on. They could also feel like, I just have to tell you all the downloads I'm hearing. So the first one I heard is that this person could feel with the Knight of Swords, like they impulsively walked away from this prematurely, or, you know, they made a mistake in walking away. It came from an impulsive, unhealed, triggered place. The other thing that I was hearing is that there could have been like intense arguments that came from an unhealed place, intense arguments and conflict. This person has a lot they want to say to you with the Knight of Swords. It's interesting how we're going from a Page of Swords to a Knight of Swords. So it's almost like this person wants to communicate with you, start this breakthrough moment, start at basics, like small communication. And then once they know you're not going to reject them, they have more that they want to say. We also have the Five of Wands in reverse. So this person wants resolution. They want the end of conflict between the two of you. Let's look at their intentions. What are their intentions? You could have also been, chasing this person. Oh my gosh, we've got the Lovers on the bottom. So you could have also been with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is like a bit of chaser energy. So you could have been at one point chasing them, and then you stopped and they felt like left behind, or like, oh, they must have moved on. They're no longer chasing me. They're no longer reaching out to me. Intentions, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this person's intentions are to nurture this connection, they want stability. They want to tend to this connection. Interesting. And we have the Lovers on the bottom. So this person's intentions are to come back together, to make the choice to come towards you. For some of you, like I said, maybe there's someone else you would know about that, where they need to walk away from that other person if they're going to be with you. We have Gemini energy here, but it feels like they want to come towards you with a stable love offer. That's their intention. I just want to look at the Queen of Pentacles. They want to come in, their intentions to be generous, caring, nurturing, comforting. They're hoping that you welcome them home, which is what I was hearing with the Five of Pentacles. They want to be kind to you. Again, they want to nurture this, and there's something about stability and commitment with the Queen of Pentacles. Look at this. We have the Ten of Cups and the Lovers. So I'm actually hearing their intentions are to choose happiness, and I feel like you're their happiness. Nobody compares to you. All right, and the Lovers can symbolize union as well. So let's see what action they're taking towards Scorpio. What action are they taking? Look, I told you, 8 of Wands. I freaking told you. And we've got the 10 of Pentacles. So they are coming towards you with stability, wanting long-term stability. I saw that card, wanting to be official. So they're coming in a more stable energy with communication. That's their next action. 8 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. That also looks like it could be commitment. They could communicate that they want to commit to you. All right, I'm going to look at the next 6 weeks between you, connecting energy. That'll give us an idea of when this is happening. So the next 6 weeks between Scorpio and this person. Didn't want to come out, whatever it was. The next 6 weeks. Please don't fall on the floor. We have the 3 of Pentacles and we have Judgment. Nice. So the ball will be in your court. I immediately heard, like, this is about a resurrection. This is about a renewal. I'm also hearing an honest conversation with the Judgment. And Three of Pentacles is about cooperation, collaboration, getting on the same page, seeing if you can work together. So that's beautiful. And we see this person tooting a horn here. So I feel like this person definitely, you know, remember how they feel the Page of Swords. To me, the Page of Swords and that Three of Pentacles is definitely like seeing if you can get on the same page and work together and have this renewal. Renewal and love, Judgment, nice. Let's get one more. One more for the next 6 weeks. One more. Connecting energy. So we have the Ace of Wands. Oh. We have the Ace of Wands and we have the Moon. And the Moon in reverse. And the Moon in reverse does talk about it talks about truth and clarity and new understanding. Something's being illuminated, and we have the Ace of Wands, which shows action. So there could be something being illuminated to you in the next 6 weeks. Like maybe this person wants to illuminate a truth or clarity. You're getting some sort of clarity here. So what can you focus on? What can you focus on? We have the Page of Pentacles on the bottom, which is that energy right there. So fresh start. Interesting. Fresh chapter, new chapter. What can you focus on right now? What can you focus on right now? So we have the Two of Pentacles. So focus on finding balance. That balance card. Focus on finding balance in your life right now. Maybe, you know, weighing up the pros and cons of this situation. Working on finding a balance between, like, let's say you are thinking about going after your dream. Instead of putting all your energy into your day job and no energy into, your purpose or mission or whatever it is, finding a balance. Instead of putting all of your energy into your mission, continue to nurture that day job. Find a balance between those two. And just balance in your life when it comes to rest and work, your kids, things like that. Work on achieving balance. Let's get one more. What can you focus on? What can you focus on? Knight of Pentacles. There could be something about entrepreneurship here. So focus on taking slow and steady steps in the right direction, especially when it comes to, like, if you're thinking about starting your own business or you're online. So hard work, a methodical approach, and routine. Remain consistent and committed to your goals. Focus and drive, slow and steady work. Slow and steady progress will lead you to success. Your diligent and hard work will be well paid. Interesting. So focus on, like, baby steps. Just take it one day at a time is what I'm hearing. Anyway. So let's get you some channeled messages from this person. And to whoever didn't want that career reading, I apologize. So what does this person want to say to you? We have reflection. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. All right, they do have clarity. So we have forgiveness. We have reveal. Remember the moon in reverse. I said it. So something's going to be illuminated. I want to tell you the truth. Could be as simple as, I can't stop thinking about you. Nobody compares to you. We have reminiscing. I miss our inside jokes. 6 of Cups energy. And we have unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. 2 more. We have third party. Remember, I was picking up on a third party. Doesn't have to be a lover. It could be anything. There were other things that got in the way of us being together. And we have understanding. I see your side of the story. And that's what I meant about they're having an epiphany about maybe some of the ways they showed up in the past in this connection. All right, my friends, I'm going to leave it here. I am sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.